So, last time I was here, I was at Proverbs 12. So, I guess I'll say we can we can start from the beginning and then run to 12, and then go from there.
Proverbs, chapter 1. The purpose of Proverbs. These are the Proverbs of Solomon, David's son, king of Israel. Their purpose is to teach people wisdom and discipline, to help them understand the insights of the wise. Their purpose is to teach people to live disciplined and successful lives, to help them do what is right, just, and fair. These Proverbs will give insight to the simple, knowledge and discernment to the young. Let the wise listen to these Proverbs and become even wiser. Let those with understanding receive guidance by exploring the meaning in these Proverbs and parables, the words of the wise and their riddles. Fear of the Lord is the foundation of true knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and discipline. A father's exhortation: acquire wisdom. My child, listen when your father corrects you. Don't neglect your mother's instruction. What you learn from them will crown you with grace and be a chain of honor around your neck. My child, if sinners entice you, turn your back on them. They may say, "Come and join us. Let's hide and kill someone just for fun. Let's ambush the innocent. Let's swallow them alive like the grave. Let's swallow them whole like those who go down to the pit of death. Think of the great things we'll get. We'll fill our houses with all the stuff we take. Come, throw in your lot with us. We'll all share the loot. My child, don't go along with them. Stay far away from their paths. They rush to commit evil deeds. They hurry to commit murder. If a bird sees a trap being set, it knows to stay away. But these people set an ambush for themselves. They are trying to get themselves.
That's how it is, though. I think like the good and the bad, the evil, and whatever the opposite would be, heavenly, I guess. I think God will tell you that this is the way, A, B, and C, and the evil will say, you know what, you don't need to do A, B, C. You can do D, E, and F. And some people fall short and listen because they want the easy route out. They want the easy way out, or they want it fast. And it's like, bro, not everything in life needs to be at speed. Not everything in life needs to be rushed. Some things in life take time, whether it's getting money, whether it's to get a house, whether it's to buy food. It takes time, because you need a certain amount of money to buy the food, and you need to accumulate a certain amount of money to buy food. But like I said, people like the easy way out, so they would follow that person that's saying, no, don't follow that good, follow the bad, and you get it 10 times faster.
Killed. Such is the fate of all who are greedy for money. It robs them of life. Wisdom shouts in the streets. Wisdom shouts in the streets. She cries out in the public square. She calls to the crowds along the main street, to those gathered in front of the city gate. How long, you simpletons, will you insist on being simple-minded? How long will you mockers relish your mocking? How long will you fools hate knowledge? Come and listen to my counsel. I'll share my heart with you and make you wise. I called you so often, but you wouldn't come. I reached out to you, but you paid no attention. You ignored my advice and rejected the correction I offered. So I will laugh when you are in trouble. I will mock you when disaster overtakes you. When calamity overtakes you like a storm. When disaster engulfs you like a cyclone. And anguish and distress overwhelm you. When they cry for help, I will not answer. Though they anxiously search for me, they will not find me. For they hated knowledge and chose not to fear the Lord. They rejected my advice and paid no attention when I corrected them. Therefore, they must eat the bitter fruit of living their own way, choking on their own schemes. For simpletons turn away from me to death. Fools are destroyed by their own complacency. But all who listen to me will live in peace, untroubled by fear of harm.
And that's the thing, too. Hold on.
Chapter 2.
Hold on.
The benefits.
I feel like also, too, where it's like the only right path is following God's path. I mean, like I said, you can get it the easy way out, but God you might say, I want to go down this path, and you can still go down that path that you want to go down, but God already has his mission, his story planned for you, and it's just a matter of just listening to him, following him, and going down his path. But like I said again, people like to go down the easy way, and I feel like sometimes I can't be a hypocrite because sometimes I like to get it easy. I would like everything to come in me today if I could, but am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? No. And I feel like that's why things are not happening for me. And it's because I'm not listening. I'm not reading scripture, I'm not listening, and I'm not following God's word. But you can't rush into things, Time, everything takes time, so it's going to take time for you to transition. You're so used to this, transition into that, or transition into that. So, and I can't give it a break. I told you, 30 days straight, bro. Well, 31 technically this month is a 31 day month. So,
of wisdom. My child, listen to what I say, and treasure my commands. Tune your ears to wisdom and concentrate on understanding. Cry out for insight and ask for understanding. Search for them as you would for silver. Seek them like hidden.
That's like another thing too. Bro, you can get anything in this world. You can get anything that you desire in this world. All you have to do is just pray for it, work towards it, and God will reward you. Whether it's you crying and say, God, like, I want to find love and I can't find love. All these people keep coming into my life and I can't find love. Pray for it. Whether it's happiness, whether it's money, all you gotta do is pray for it and listen to Him as He speak.
Treasures. Then you will.
You might ask, how do you listen? I think listening comes from, I wouldn't say your gut feeling, but I would definitely say your gut feeling. That's not the word I want to use, but I'm gonna use that for now. But if your gut says, like, if say for example, if you want to say, we say money is the example that we're gonna use, right? You want money, and it's either you get a job or you do whatever you do to get the money. The right way would get the job, do what you gotta do until that time comes to where you get that significant amount of money that you want.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Rod. I'm like, who the hell's talking?
No bullshit, Chili.
And then the other way would be just you going the easy way out. Whether you sell drugs in the corner, whether you rob people, whatever you do, that's not the way that God wants you to go. But like I said, people like the easy way out, and that might be the easy way out to some people. And some people, they might say, you know what, I'm not taking that route, because that route comes with risks and reward, but more risk, and they just rather keep it God's route.
Understand what it means to fear the Lord, and you will gain knowledge of God. For the Lord grants wisdom. From His mouth come knowledge and understanding. He grants a treasure of common sense to the honest. He is a shield to those who walk with integrity. He guards the paths of the just and protects those who are faithful to Him. Then you will understand what is right, just, and fair, and you will find the right way to go.
Yeah.
For wisdom will enter your heart, and knowledge will fill you with joy. Wise choices will watch over you. Understanding will keep you safe. Wisdom will save you from evil people, from those whose words are twisted. These men turn from the right way to walk down dark paths. They take pleasure in doing wrong, and they enjoy the twisted ways of evil. Their actions are crooked, and their ways are wrong. Wisdom will save you from the immoral woman, from the seductive words of the promiscuous woman. She has abandoned her husband and ignores the covenant she made before God. Entering her house leads to death. It is the road to the grave. The man who visits her is doomed. He will never reach the paths of life. Follow the steps of good men instead, and stay on the paths of the righteous. For only the godly will live in the land, and those with integrity will remain in it. But the wicked will be removed from the land, and the treacherous will be uprooted. Chapter 3. Trusting in the Lord. My child, never forget the things I have taught you. Store my commands in your heart. If you do this, you will live many years, and your life will be satisfying. Never let loyalty and kindness leave you. Tie them around your neck as a reminder. Write them deep within your heart. Then you will find favor with both God and people, and you will earn a good reputation. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Seek His will in all you do, and He will show you which path to take. Don't be impressed with your own wisdom. Instead, fear the Lord and turn away from evil. Then you will have healing for your body and strength for your bones. Honor the Lord with your wealth, and with the best part of everything you produce. Then he will fill your barns with grain, and your vats will overflow with good wine. My child, don't reject the Lord's discipline, and don't be upset when he corrects you. For the Lord corrects those he loves, just as a father corrects a child in whom he delights. Joyful is the person who finds wisdom, the one who gains
That's like another thing too. I feel like some people get mad at God for their life not going the way they want it to go, or even the way that they pray for it. And it takes time. Like it really takes time. You can't, I'm gonna pray today for this new car that I want and expect for it to come tomorrow. Like it takes time. It takes time, and I feel like that time comes from God seeing you putting in the work, God seeing you doing what you have to do to achieve this, to get this car. And sometimes, he might even see that, like, you can get the car tomorrow, but are you going to be able to pay it off or pay your monthly bill, your car note, or whatever? And he might say, like, I don't think you have enough money to do that. You might have enough money to buy the car, but to keep it going month and month and month, I feel like he sees it and he's like, I know what, you can get the car later on down. Right now, our main focus is for you to get enough money so when you get the car, you can keep the car. And that's where it comes down to people say, like, oh, he's not working, and he's not answering my prayers. But he is answering your prayers. He's just giving you a different route. So when you get that achievement, you can keep it, fulfill it, and be genuinely happy about whatever you got.
Understanding. For wisdom is more profitable than silver, and her wages are better than gold. Wisdom is more precious than rubies. Nothing you desire can compare with her. She offers you long life in her right hand, and riches and honor in her left. She will guide you down delightful paths. All her ways are satisfying. Wisdom is a tree of life to those who embrace her. Happy are those who hold her tightly. By wisdom the Lord founded the earth. By understanding he created the heavens. By his knowledge the deep fountains of the earth burst forth, and the dew settles beneath the night sky. My child, don't lose sight of common sense and discernment. Hang on to them, for they will refresh your soul. They are like jewels on a necklace. They keep you safe on your way, and your feet will not stumble. You can go to bed without fear. You will lie down and sleep soundly. You need not be afraid of sudden disaster or the destruction that comes upon the wicked, for the Lord is your security. He will keep your foot from being caught in a trap. Do not withhold good from those who deserve it when it's in your power to help them. If you can help your neighbor now, don't say, come back tomorrow, and then I'll help you. Don't plot harm against your neighbor, for those who live nearby trust you. Don't pick a fight without reason, when no one has done you harm. Don't envy violent people or copy their ways. Such wicked people are detestable to the Lord, but he offers his friendship to the godly. The Lord curses the house of the wicked, but he blesses the home of the upright. The Lord mocks the mockers, but is gracious to the humble. The wise inherit honor, but fools are put to shame. Chapter 4. A Father's Wise Advice. My children, listen when your father corrects you. Pay attention and learn good judgment, for I am giving you good guidance. Don't turn away from my instructions, for I too was once my father's son, tenderly loved as my mother's only child. My father taught me, take my words to heart, follow my commands, and you will live. Get wisdom, develop good judgment, don't forget my words or turn away from them. Don't turn your back on wisdom, for she will protect you. Love her, and she will guard you. Getting wisdom is the wisest thing you can do. And whatever else you do, develop good judgment. If you prize wisdom, she will make you great. Embrace her, and she will honor you. She will place a lovely wreath on your head. She will present you with a beautiful crown. My child, listen to me and do as I say, and you will have a long, good life. I will teach you wisdom's ways and lead you in straight paths. When you walk, you won't be held back. When you run, you won't stumble. Take hold of my instructions. Don't let them go. Guard them, for they are the key to life. Don't do as the wicked do, and don't follow the path of evildoers. Don't even think about it. Don't go that way. Turn away and keep moving. For evil people can't sleep until they've done their evil deed for the day. They can't rest until they've caused someone to stumble. They eat the food of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. The way of the righteous is like the first gleam of dawn, which shines ever brighter until the full light of day. But the way of the wicked is like total darkness. They have no idea what they are stumbling over. My child, pay attention to what I say. Listen carefully to my words. Don't lose sight of them. Let them penetrate deep into your heart, for they bring life to those who find them and healing to their whole body. Guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life. Avoid all perverse talk. Stay away from corrupt speech. Look straight ahead and fix your eyes on what lies before you. Mark out a straight path for your feet. Stay on the safe path. Don't get sidetracked. Keep your feet from following evil. Chapter 5. Avoid immoral women. My son, pay attention to my wisdom. Listen carefully to my wise counsel. Then you will show discernment, and your lips will express what you've learned. For the lips of an immoral woman are as sweet as honey, and her mouth is smoother than oil. But in the end she is as bitter as poison, as dangerous as a double-edged sword. Her feet go down to death. Her steps lead straight to the grave. For she cares nothing about the path to life. She staggers down a crooked trail and doesn't realize it. Her feet go down to death. For the lips of an immoral woman are as sweet as honey, and her mouth is smoother than oil. But in the end she is as bitter as poison, as dangerous as a double-edged sword.
Honestly, to be honest, 100% agree with that. I've been around okay, I could be genuinely happy, genuinely excited, have so much energy in the world, and then you go around a certain woman and you leave her and she drain, like nothing happened. You're just chilling with the woman and you leave her and you feel drained. And I feel like there's certain women in this world that just, they have such depleted energy from them, and I feel like they, like, being around them just drains your energy. And I've been there, and I realized, like, giving your energy to certain people just it doesn't really, like, I don't think you should do it. And I'm not saying like energy in like a sexual way. It's just, like I said, people have this energy to them that would really drain you, like literally drain you. And I feel like sometimes, you might think this person is a good person for you, and they might be a good person, but they just have this negative energy towards them. They have this draining energy towards them, and I feel like you shouldn't be around them. The previous one that I did was let me see, whatever one before this one. So I'm just going down the line, and yeah, I was at 12, so I said I'm gonna just restart Proverbs 1 to 12 for today, and then next Sunday we'll go down the numbers again. I really wanted to start from the top, but people say not to start from the top because it's kind of like confusing with all the names. So I'm gonna just do specific ones, and then I'm gonna restart.
Her feet go down to death. Her steps lead straight to the grave. For she cares nothing about the path to life. She staggers down a crooked trail and doesn't realize it. So now, my sons, listen to me. Never stray from what I am about to say. Stay away from her. Don't go near the door of her house. If you do, you will lose your honor and will lose to merciless people all you have achieved. Strangers will consume your wealth, and someone else will enjoy the fruit of your labor. In the end, you will groan in anguish when disease consumes your body. You will say, "How I hated discipline! If only I had not ignored all the warnings. Oh, why didn't I listen to my teachers? Why didn't I pay attention to my instructors? I have come to the brink of utter ruin, and now I must face public disgrace." Drink water from your own well.
That's how I be feeling too sometimes, where it's like, when I'm around, I'll be like, yo, why am I even here? Like, why did I not just listen to myself and not come here? Because I already know, like, who this person is and how this person, how you feel when you get around this person. And I still do it because, I don't listen to myself. But then, like, after, it's just like, you should have listened to yourself when you did say no, not to go, or no, not to be around this person. And who did you start from?
Share your love only with your wife. Why spill the water of your springs in the streets? Having sex with just anyone? You should reserve it for yourselves. Never share it with strangers. Let your wife be a fountain of blessing for you. Rejoice in the wife of your youth. She is a loving deer, a graceful doe. Let her breasts satisfy you always. May you always be captivated by her love. Why be captivated, my son, by an immoral woman, or fondle the breasts of a promiscuous woman? For the Lord sees clearly what a man does, examining every path he takes. An evil man is held captive by his own sins. They are ropes that catch and hold him. He will die for lack of self-control. He will be lost because of his great foolishness.
100% agree with that too. I feel like laying down with just random skeletes, random hands, they really do drain you. And you don't know what baggage those people come with. And you might think, oh yeah, outside this person's a good person, and you know they never did me wrong, or from what you see they never did wrong. But like I said, you don't know what baggage these people come with. They come with trauma, they come with hate, they come with regrets. And yeah, I might not think laying down with a woman, sleeping with a woman, it's just you're just sleeping with them, cool. But trust, it depletes your energy a lot. It depletes your energy spiritually, physically, and then mentally, because you got to mentally deal with this person, then you're physically giving her your body, and then spiritually you're not really like sleeping with one girl, you're sleeping with multiple women, and like over time it catches up to you. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm at that point where I don't even like I don't care for sleeping with different women, because it doesn't really like do anything for me anymore. Like back in my younger days, sure, cool, you know, you wanna knock everything walking or whatever the case may be, and then you know have a high body count. But as I get older, it's just, I mean, I always like knew about the energy stuff ever since like quarantine, because I like dove deep into that like a realm of just like your energy and where it should go and where it should go. But I feel like as I get older, because every day I make mistakes, but as I get older now, it's just I don't really see the benefits of it, especially when like that individual definitely depletes you of your energy. It's like, and then you still go back but it's like, yo, why am I still going back? You know, and that could be the evilness. The evilness could bring you back. And you're like, oh, yo, come back, and you might not be seeing it, but it happens to the best of us. I can't say it doesn't. It happens to the best of us, and you just gotta see through it. And whether you keep the person in your life and just not indulge in sexual activities with them, or just drop them forever, and that's that.
Chapter 6. Lessons for Daily Life. My child, if you have put up security for a friend's debt, or agreed to guarantee the debt of a stranger, if you have trapped yourself by your agreement and are caught by what you said, follow my advice and say...
Yeah, I usually, when I read it, I usually do about like 12 chapters a day. I try to do, because if I do 12 chapters a day, I could finish, because some of these chapters are pretty short, so I could probably finish like two of the verses in probably like a day or so, maybe a day or two. So I try to do as much, but I'm gonna run through them and see, like, run through all the chapters and see how much like individual will have, and then I'm gonna figure out like how much I'm gonna do a day. But for right now, I'm gonna keep it like 12 chapters a day, or 12 verses a day.
Save yourself. You have played.
So I said verses. Who said I can't do 12 chapters a day?
Yourself at your friend's mercy. Now swallow your pride. Go and beg to have your name erased. Don't put it off. Do it now. Don't rest until you do. Save yourself, like a gazelle escaping from a hunter, like a bird fleeing from a net. Take a lesson from the ants, you lazy bones. Learn from their ways and become wise. Though they have no prince or governor or ruler to make them work, they labor hard all summer gathering food for the winter. But you, lazy bones, how long will you sleep? When will you wake up? A little extra sleep, a little more slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest. Then poverty will pounce on you like a bandit. Scarcity will attack you like an armed robber. What are worthless and wicked people like? They are constant liars, signaling their deceit with a wink of the eye, a nudge of the foot, or the wiggle of fingers. Their perverted hearts plot evil, and they constantly stir up trouble. But they will be destroyed suddenly, broken in an instant, beyond all hope of healing. There are 6 things the Lord hates, no 7 things he detests: haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that kill the innocent, a heart that plots evil, feet that race to do wrong, a false witness who pours out lies, a person who sows discord in a family. My son, obey your father's commands, and don't neglect your mother's instruction. Keep their words always in your heart. Tie them around your neck. When you walk, their counsel will lead you. When you sleep, they will protect you. When you wake up, they will advise you. For their command is a lamp, and their instruction a light. Their corrective discipline is the way to life. It will keep you from the immoral woman, from the smooth tongue of a promiscuous woman. Don't lust for her beauty. Don't let her coy glances seduce you. For a prostitute will bring you to poverty, but sleeping with another man's wife will cost you your life. Can a man scoop a flame into his lap and not have his clothes catch on fire? Can he walk on hot coals and not blister his feet? So it is with a man who sleeps with another man's wife. He who embraces her will not go unpunished. Excuses might be found for a thief who steals because he is starving. But if he is caught, he must pay back 7 times what he stole, even if he has to sell everything in his house. But the man who commits adultery is an utter fool, for he destroys himself. He will be wounded and disgraced. His shame will never be erased. For the woman's jealous husband will be furious, and he will show no mercy when he takes revenge. He will accept no compensation, nor be satisfied with a payoff of any size.
That's like a thing where I don't understand. I'm gonna listen to it just now. How do people just, I don't know, I just find like karma is a real thing for me, because I've been on the other side of karma, so I already know it's a real thing. But I don't understand how people could sleep with somebody else's wife, like knowing that they have a husband. Like I just don't really understand that. That's instantly karma. Like whether God is gonna punish you and not give you a wife, or he's gonna punish you by, as the Bible say, like when the husband finds out, there's gonna be more consequences. I just don't understand that. Like I really just don't. There's so much women in this world, and you decide to sleep with a married woman. Like and sometimes though, I ain't gonna lie, women don't even say that they're married. Like they'll take off the ring and you just, oh, this is a regular woman, she's single, she's whatever, and the whole time you building rapport with her, she going, yeah, I'm married, but like I like to sneak around, and it's just like, huh? But that's why you shouldn't sleep with every woman, because women are very, very dishonest, very, and you just will never know. And that right there, instantly, from even if you're not knowing, and then she tells you after, you will get punished for that.
Chapter 7. Another warning about immoral women. Follow my advice, my son. Always treasure my commands. Obey my commands and live. Guard my instructions as you guard your own eyes. Tie them on your fingers as a reminder. Write them deep within your heart. Love wisdom like a sister. Make insight a beloved member of your family. Let them protect you from an affair with an immoral woman, from listening to the flattery of a promiscuous woman. While I was at the window of my house looking through the curtain, I saw some naive young men, and one in particular who lacked common sense. He was crossing the street near the house of an immoral woman, strolling down the path by her house. It was at twilight in the evening, as deep darkness fell. The woman approached him, seductively dressed and sly of heart. She was the brash, rebellious type, never content to stay at home. She is often in the streets and markets, soliciting at every corner. She threw her arms around him and kissed him, and with a brazen look she said, I've just made my peace offerings and fulfilled my vows. You're the one I was looking for. I came out to find you, and here you are. My bed is spread with beautiful blankets, with colored sheets of Egyptian linen. I've perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let's drink our fill of love until morning. Let's enjoy each other's caresses, for my husband is not home. He's away on a long trip. He has taken a wallet full of money with him and won't return until later this month. So she seduced him with her pretty speech and enticed him with her flattery. He followed her at once like an ox going to the slaughter. He was like a stag caught in a trap, awaiting the arrow that would pierce its heart. He was like a bird flying into a snare, little knowing it would cost him his life. So listen to me, my sons, and pay attention to my words. Don't let your hearts stray away toward her. Don't wander down her wayward path, for she has been the ruin of many. Many men have been her victims. Her house is the road to the grave. Her bedroom is the den of death. Chapter 8. Wisdom calls for a hearing. Listen as wisdom calls out. Hear as understanding raises her voice. On the hilltop along the road, she takes her stand at the crossroads. By the gates at the entrance to the town on the road leading in, she cries aloud, I call to you, to all of you. I raise my voice to all people. You simple people, use good judgment. You foolish people, show some understanding. Listen to me, for I have important things to tell you. Everything I say is right, for I speak the truth and detest every kind of deception. My advice is wholesome. There is nothing devious or crooked in it. My words are plain to anyone with understanding, clear to those with knowledge. Choose my instruction rather than silver, and knowledge rather than pure gold. For wisdom is far more valuable than rubies. Nothing you desire can compare with it. I, wisdom, live together with good judgment. I know where to discover knowledge and discernment. All who fear the Lord will hate evil. Therefore I hate pride and arrogance, corruption and perverse speech. Common sense and success belong to me. Insight and strength are mine. Because of me, kings reign, and rulers make just decrees. Rulers lead with my help, and nobles make righteous judgments. I love all who love me. Those who search will surely find me. I have riches and honor, as well as enduring wealth and justice. My gifts are better than gold, even the purest gold. My wages better than sterling silver. I walk in righteousness, in paths of justice. Those who love me inherit wealth. I will fill their treasuries. The Lord formed me from the beginning, before he created anything else. I was appointed in ages past, at the very first, before the earth began. I was born before the oceans were created, before the springs bubbled forth their waters, before the mountains were formed, before the hills. I was born, before he had made the earth and fields and the first handfuls of soil. I was there when he established the heavens, when he drew the horizon on the oceans. I was there when he set the clouds above, when he established springs deep in the earth. I was there when he set the limits of the seas, so they would not spread beyond their boundaries. And when he marked off the earth's foundations, I was the architect at his side. I was his constant delight, rejoicing always in his presence. And how happy I was with the world he created, how I rejoiced with the human family. And so, my children, listen to me, for all who follow my ways are joyful. Listen to my instruction and be wise. Don't ignore it. Joyful are those who listen to me, watching for me daily at my gates, waiting for me outside my home. For whoever finds me finds life and receives favor from the Lord. But those who miss me injure themselves. All who hate me love death. Chapter 9. Wisdom has built her house. She has carved its 7 columns. She has prepared a great banquet, mixed the wines, and set the table. She has sent her servants to invite everyone to come. She calls out from the heights overlooking the city, "Come in with me," she urges the simple. To those who lack good judgment, she says, "Come, eat my food, and drink the wine I have mixed. Leave your simple ways behind and begin to live. Learn to use good judgment." Anyone who rebukes a mocker will get an insult in return. Anyone who corrects the wicked will get hurt. So don't bother correcting mockers. They will only hate you. But correct the wise, and they will love you. Instruct the wise, and they will be even wiser. Teach the righteous, and they will learn even more. Fear of the Lord is the foundation of wisdom. Knowledge of the Holy One results in good judgment. Wisdom will multiply your days and add years to your life. If you become wise, you will be the one to benefit. If you scorn wisdom, you will be the one to suffer. Folly calls for a hearing. The woman named Folly is brash. She is ignorant and doesn't know it. She sits in her doorway on the heights overlooking the city. She calls out to men going by who are minding their own business. "Come in with me," she urges the simple. To those who lack good judgment, she says, "Stolen water is refreshing. Food eaten in secret tastes the best." But little do they know that the dead are there. Her guests are in the depths of the grave. Chapter 10. The Proverbs of Solomon. The Proverbs of Solomon. A wise child brings joy to a father. A foolish child brings grief to a mother. Tainted wealth has no lasting value, but right living can save your life. The Lord will not let the godly go hungry, but he refuses to satisfy the craving of the wicked. Lazy people are soon poor. Hard workers get rich. A wise youth harvests in the summer, but one who sleeps during harvest is a disgrace. The godly are showered with blessings. The words of the wicked conceal violent intentions. We have happy memories of the godly, but the name of a wicked person rots away. The wise are glad to be instructed, but babbling fools fall flat on their faces. People with integrity walk safely, but those who follow crooked paths will slip and fall. People who wink at wrong cause trouble, but a bold reproof promotes peace. The words of the godly are a life-giving fountain. The words of the wicked conceal violent intentions. Hatred stirs up quarrels, but love makes up for all offenses. Wise words come from the lips of people with understanding, but those lacking sense will be beaten with a rod. Wise people treasure knowledge, but the babbling of a fool invites disaster. The wealth of the rich is their fortress. The poverty of the poor is their destruction. The earnings of the godly enhance their lives, but evil people squander their money on sin. People who accept discipline are on the pathway to life, but those who ignore correction will go astray. Hiding hatred makes you a liar. Slandering others makes you a fool. Too much talk leads to sin. Be sensible and keep your mouth shut. The words of the godly are like sterling silver. The heart of a fool is worthless. The words of the godly encourage many, but fools are destroyed by their lack of common sense. The blessing of the Lord makes a person rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. Doing wrong is fun for a fool, but living wisely brings pleasure to the sensible. The fears of the wicked will be fulfilled. The hopes of the godly will be granted. When the storms of life come, the wicked are whirled away, but the godly have a lasting foundation. Lazy people irritate their employers, like vinegar to the teeth or smoke in the eyes. Fear of the Lord lengthens one's life, but the years of the wicked are cut short. The hopes of the godly result in happiness, but the expectations of the wicked come to nothing. The way of the Lord is a stronghold to those with integrity, but it destroys the wicked. The godly will never be disturbed, but the wicked will be removed from the land. The mouth of the godly person gives wise advice, but the tongue that deceives will be cut off. The lips of the godly speak helpful words, but the mouth of the wicked speaks perverse words. Chapter 11. The Lord detests the use of dishonest scales, but he delights in accurate weights. Pride leads to disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom. Honesty guides good people. Dishonesty destroys treacherous people. Riches won't help on the day of judgment, but right living can save you from death. The godly are directed by honesty. The wicked fall beneath their load of sin. The godliness of good people rescues them. The ambition of treacherous people traps them. When the wicked die, their hopes die with them, for they rely on their own feeble strength. The godly are rescued from trouble, and it falls on the wicked instead. With their words, the godless destroy their friends, but knowledge will rescue the righteous. The whole city celebrates when the godly succeed. They shout for joy when the wicked die. Upright citizens are good for a city and make it prosper, but the talk of the wicked tears it apart. It is foolish to belittle one's neighbor. A sensible person keeps quiet. A gossip goes around telling secrets, but those who are trustworthy can keep a confidence. Without wise leadership, a nation falls. There is safety in having many advisors. There is danger in putting up security for a stranger's debt. It's safer not to guarantee another person's debt. A gracious woman gains respect, but ruthless men gain only wealth. Your kindness will reward you, but your cruelty will destroy you. Evil people get rich for the moment, but the reward of the godly will last. Godly people find life. Evil people find death. The Lord detests people with crooked hearts, but he delights in those with integrity. Evil people will surely be punished, but the children of the godly will go free. A beautiful woman who lacks discretion is like a gold ring in a pig's snout. The godly can look forward to a reward, while the wicked can expect only judgment. Give freely and become more wealthy. Be stingy and lose everything. The generous will prosper. Those who refresh others will themselves be refreshed. People curse those who hoard their grain, but they bless the one who sells in time of need. If you search for good, you will find favor, but if you search for evil, it will find you. Trust in your money, and down you go. But the godly flourish like leaves in spring. Those who bring trouble on their families inherit the wind. The fool will be a servant to the wise. The seeds of good deeds become a tree of life. A wise person wins friends. If the righteous are rewarded here on earth, what will happen to wicked sinners? Chapter 12. To learn, you must love discipline. It is stupid to hate correction. The Lord approves of those who are good, but he condemns those who plan wickedness. Wickedness never brings stability, but the godly have deep roots. A worthy wife is a crown for her husband, but a disgraceful woman is like cancer in his bones. The plans of the godly are just. The advice of the wicked is treacherous. The words of the wicked are like a murderous ambush, but the words of the godly save lives. The wicked die and disappear, but the family of the godly stands firm. A sensible person wins admiration, but a warped mind is despised. Better to be an ordinary person with a servant than to be self-important but have no food. The godly care for their animals, but the wicked are always cruel. A hard worker has plenty of food, but a person who chases fantasies has no sense. Thieves are jealous of each other's loot, but the godly are well-rooted and bear their own fruit. The wicked are trapped by their own words, but the godly escape such trouble. Wise words bring many benefits, and hard work brings rewards. Fools think their own way is right, but the wise listen to others. A fool is quick-tempered, but a wise person stays calm when insulted. An honest witness tells the truth. A false witness tells lies. Some people make cutting remarks, but the words of the wise bring healing. Truthful words stand the test of time, but lies are soon exposed. Deceit fills hearts that are plotting evil. Joy fills hearts that are planning peace. No harm comes to the godly, but the wicked have their fill of trouble. The Lord detests lying lips, but he delights in those who tell the truth. The wise don't make a show of their knowledge, but fools broadcast their foolishness. Work hard and become a leader. Be lazy and become a slave. Worry weighs a person down. An encouraging word cheers a person up. The godly give good advice to their friends. The wicked lead them astray. Lazy people don't even cook the game they catch, but the diligent make use of everything they find. The way of the godly leads to life. That path does not lead to death.
Let's go to the top real quick.
Chapter 12. To learn, you must love discipline.
Okay. With that, I just feel like discipline takes you a long way, and the reason why I say that is because you have to learn, how to say no and follow whatever you're going down. So, for example, one of my biggest, I guess, failure, or one of my biggest thing to myself is that I'm very, very much so lustful, and I just feel like who doesn't love vagina? Like, everybody loves vagina, but I feel like you have to learn how to be disciplined and keep one's self energy, life force within until you really find that specific one. And I think that's why they say don't have sex before marriage or don't have kids before marriage. But some people don't know how to not listen to that, and they want to go their own way. And I feel like, me personally, I'm kind of learning discipline. I tell myself that if I be consistent and if I stay disciplined to go into the gym every single day, but Sundays, I will be in a better place in life. And then same thing with the lustfulness. I told myself, next year I want to go on retention from January to my birthday, and it's gonna be hard. But that's where self-control comes to play. That's where discipline comes to play, and that's where prayers come to play. If you feel like you're struggling, January comes and the 8th day you're struggling because you want to have sex or whatever, right there, right then, you pray, God, this is how I'm feeling. Can you show me the right way to go about this feeling so I don't fall into, the hands of evil? Not saying having sex is evil or anything, but I don't really think you should be having sex. I don't think you could have sex, but I don't think you should be nutting. And I feel like now I'm kind of learning that to the point where it's going. Some days it's hard. Some days I don't pray on it. Some days I give in. And there's some days where I don't give in, and I do speak to God about it, because at the end of the day, I want to learn discipline. At the end of the day, I want to stop being lustful. And it's going, like I said again earlier, it's going to take time. It's going to take a little adjustment, but once you get it, once it's down pack, I feel like it's going to be easy for you. And that's why I've been trying to tell people, anything in this world is easy. It's just you have to put your mind to it. You have to be dedicated to it. You have to be disciplined enough to the point where if it comes down to where you're getting tested, you know right from wrong, And I feel like some people, including myself, sometimes don't know right from wrong. And I'm still working on it. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I'm still young. And I just feel like, time will tell. I definitely feel like I don't know because we're not in that year yet, but I definitely feel like next year is gonna be a brighter year for me, just cause like I'm taking those steps to be a better person right now, you know, and yeah, should be tough though. It really be tough. Even like one of my biggest things too is like I want to stop cursing. Like it's hard because I feel like you could say a sentence no curse, and you could say a sentence with one or two curse, and it just makes a sentence sound so much better. But fuck it better, like just don't curse, you know. And there's things, like I said, there's things that I need to fix with myself that I'm currently fixing right now. Y'all might not see, but I am fixing, and I feel like time will tell whenever those things really are fixed. So there's that. He said, listen to Luke 15. So let's see what Luke 15 is talking about. Or Proverbs 12. I gotta cut my nails, bro.
Chapter 15. Parable of the Lost Sheep. Tax collectors and other notorious sinners often came to listen to Jesus teach. This made the Pharisees and teachers of religious law complain that he was associating with such sinful people, even eating with them. So Jesus told them this story. If a man has 100 sheep and one of them gets lost, what will he do? Won't he leave the 99 others in the wilderness and go to search for the one that is lost until he finds it? And when he has found it, he will joyfully carry it home on his shoulders. When he arrives, he will call together his friends and neighbors, saying, "Rejoice with me, because I have found my lost sheep." In the same way, there is more joy in heaven over one lost sinner who repents and returns to God than over 99 others who are righteous and haven't strayed away. Parable of the lost coin. Or suppose a woman has 10 silver coins and loses one. Won't she light a lamp and sweep the entire house and search carefully until she finds it? And when she finds it, she will call in her friends and neighbors and say, "Rejoice with me, because I have found my lost coin." In the same way, there is joy in the presence of God's angels when even one sinner repents. Parable of the lost son. To illustrate the point further, Jesus told them this story. A man had 2 sons. The younger son told his father, "I want my share of your estate now before you die." So his father agreed to divide his wealth between his sons. A few days later, this younger son packed all his belongings and moved to a distant land. And there he wasted all his money in wild living. About the time his money ran out, a great famine swept over the land, and he began to starve. He persuaded a local farmer to hire him, and the man sent him into his fields to feed the pigs. The young man became so hungry that even the pods he was feeding the pigs looked good to him, but no one gave him anything. When he finally came to his senses, he said to himself, "At home, even the hired servants have food enough to spare, and here I am dying of hunger. I will go home to my father and say, 'Father, I have sinned against both heaven and you, and I am no longer worthy of being called your son. Please take me on as a hired servant.'" So he returned home to his father. And while he was still a long way off, his father saw him coming. Filled with love and compassion, he ran to his son, embraced him, and kissed him. His son said to him, "Father, I have sinned against both heaven and you, and I am no longer worthy of being called your son." But his father said to the servants, "Quick, bring the finest robe in the house and put it on him. Get a ring for his finger and sandals for his feet, and kill the calf we have been fattening. We must celebrate with a feast, for this son of mine was dead and has now returned to life. He was lost, but now he is found." So the party began. Meanwhile, the older son was in the fields working. When he returned home, he heard music and dancing in the house, and he asked one of the servants what was going on. "Your brother is back," he was told, "and your father has killed the fattened calf. We are celebrating because of his safe return." The older brother was angry and wouldn't go in. His father came out and begged him, but he replied, "All these years I've slaved for you and never once refused to do a single thing you told me to. And in all that time you never gave me even one young goat for a feast with my friends. Yet when this son of yours comes back after squandering your money on prostitutes, you celebrate by killing the fattened calf." His father said to him, "Look, dear son, you have always stayed by me, and everything I have is yours. We had to celebrate this happy day, for your brother was dead and has come back to life. He was lost, but now he is found." Chapter 16.
Hey. don't know. I don't really got too much thoughts on that one. What is the lesson that he's trying to teach you in that one? Yeah, this light, bro, be hurting my eyes. I swear it do. I swear it do. Alright. Like I told y'all, I'm gonna play 5 songs for y'all that I like. 5 gospel songs. These are not my top 5, but these are 5 that I like I said. No matter where you go, what you do, as long as you return home, you'll be loved. I could see that, because he did say, like, okay, just because you have 99 sheep or 100 sheep, if one of them gets lost away, that one that comes back gets treasured the most, or gets praised on the most, and they celebrate the sheep. Same thing with the coin, where he's saying she got like 15 cents, and she lost one, and she has to sweep the whole house, and then she found the one, and that one gets praised the most.